with the St. Johns County Public Library System. Welcome to today's episode of Our Big Backyard.
Today we're going to take a closer look at water. Have you ever wondered where water comes from and where it goes? Our planet is called the blue planet or water planet. It is the only planet to have liquid water, and it is about 70% covered in water. All of the water that is on the earth is all of the water that has ever been. It gets recycled over and over again. All animals and plants need water to survive and thrive. It is easy to see that almost all of the water on Earth is found in the oceans, nearly 97%. It is very salty. There's about a half a cup of salt in 1 gallon of seawater. Most of the rest of the water on Earth is frozen in the polar ice caps and glaciers. This apple represents all of the water on Earth. The tiny slice represents all of the fresh water available, 1%. The fresh water we see is found in rivers, lakes, ponds, and streams. Although we don't see it, water always surrounds us in the air. Water in the air is invisible as a gas, but we can feel it and call it moist. We often see this moisture change into a liquid on windows. When enough water droplets gather together with dust particles, it becomes a visible cloud. When the vapor cools, it changes into liquid water droplets. These water droplets are too tiny to see. It takes 1 million water droplets to make 1 raindrop. We see liquid water in the air as clouds, fog, and steam. Fog is a cloud near the ground or water. Steam is liquid water that is so hot it is changing into a gas. Heat from the sun warms water in plants too. The water is drawn out of the soil, up through the roots, and out through tiny holes on the underside of the leaves. If you put a clear plastic bag over a few leaves, the water will cool, condense, and collect in your bag. After only about an hour in the sun, we collected several drops of water. Plants use the water plus carbon dioxide in the air to make food. In the process, they release water vapor and oxygen. Like other evaporated water, water vapor given off by plants helps form clouds. When water droplets become too heavy, it rains. The water eventually makes its way back into the ocean and is evaporated again. This is how the tiny amount of fresh water moves around the planet. It's called the water cycle. In Florida, most all of the fresh water available is below our feet. It's in the ground. It's called groundwater. At our house, we need only dig down about 3 feet to hit the water table and see groundwater. Much of the rainwater trickles down quickly through the sandy soil and is stored in the porous limestone rock underground called the aquifer. In some places, a layer of clay prevents water from seeping through quickly. Water stays and is slowly released and purified. Because the land is wet most of the time, they're called wetlands. Wetlands with trees are called swamps, and wetlands without trees are called marshes. The Everglades in South Florida is the largest freshwater marsh in the United States. Sometimes water moving underground finds an opening to the land surface. It is called a spring. Because the water is coming from deep underground, it is a constant 72 degrees. Manatees cannot survive in water temperatures below 68 degrees, and so are often seen in winter months in and around springs. Springs make their way to rivers and rivers to the ocean. As we approach the end of the year and begin a new year, we remember that life goes in cycles. Water goes in cycles too, bringing new life to our world. To learn more about water and how you can protect it, check out books from your local library. Here are a few things we can do to help keep our precious water clean.
watching today's episode of Our Big Backyard. I'm Miss Marcia with the St. Johns County Public Library System. Hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.